Howdy everyone, how you guys doing? Hope you guys can hear me today, and welcome to Monday Night Live with George. I don't know if I call it that, but welcome guys and gals, whoever's here tonight, and I appreciate each one of you for joining in. Hope you guys can hear me. Every time I get on here, it's always a gamble. I don't do it very often, and there's a reason I'm doing it. You know, I was up in Logan, Utah, shopping around, and they have this discount food store, and we walked down to it, and they were selling this right here for 57 cents, and I thought, I need to buy this. Spicy salted egg salmon skin. So I thought that may be a fun thing to try here online and tell you if I like it. Now, it's based off of these black eggs, and I went down to the what we call Ocean Mart. It's a Asian store, and I was going to buy some of these, but I was going to try it online, and if you want me to do it online, I'll go buy some and do it next week or something. But I had these 40 years ago, and I absolutely gagged on them. So the kind of how they produce these things, let me tell you real quick, is that they're either duck eggs, quail eggs. Basically, they sit in clay, ash, salt, quicklime, and rice hull, and they let them sit for, they always say 1,000 years, but it's about 100 days, and they just kind of soak in all that minerals when you eat it. Now, it does say this is supposed to be the spicy salted egg, and the spicy salted eggs are the red ones you get, and when you bite into those, it tastes like eating a bar of salt, but those are edible. Okay, what do we got here? Mic is a little hot. So let me turn that down. Thank you. Tell me about right now. Is it still a little bit hot? Who told me it was hot? Because I believe it. So Backdoor Barnyard, is it still hot? Is it have I turned down enough? It shows you here that's turned down here. I can turn down just a little bit more. So already gag, yeah, Eddie, yeah. Those things, when you bite into them, there's a pungent taste to them that it's hard to explain. But I'll be happy to do it online, because certainly I think that's fun about doing stuff like this, is to see me gag on there. Not distorting now. Good. I hope it's working a little bit better. Again, when I do this, last time I did a live was 2 months ago, and certainly the setup, I have to play with the setup every time. Like where Eddie does it every day, he probably has it down pat. I don't have it every day on here. So, Nikki, welcome. Let me say hi to some people here. I can see Law Jones, he stepped in. Bama was first. We said hi to him earlier today. And Alice, welcome to the live. And Terry, good to meet you, Terry. Backdoor Barnyards here. It's too quiet now. Okay, try and get that sound right. Tell me when it's. So I have to wait about a 5-second delay. Now I'm in the yellow on the vocal, so it might be a little hot again. So volume is very low. Okay, let me kind of change a couple things here. Go back to that and turn this down a little bit and see if that. I'm in the yellow, so it should sound good. Let me yell at Scorchy. Scorchy, how's it sound?
Fine.
It's fine now? Okay. There, thanks for helping me out. Eat it again. Yeah, I will eat it again if you want me to try it out. I did go down Ocean Mart today to go buy some. They're about $1 a piece, and I was going to give it a shot here, but this I think is going to be good enough. And again, the other part I'm going to talk about is some good old travel talk, and tell you some of my plans coming up, and talk about your plans. Just tap low. Okay. Okay, just reading a couple of comments here. Tim is just writing right there. Eddie said just a tap low. Tap. So I can turn just a hair up a little bit, and we'll see if that helps out. I'm using a bumblebee today, right here, a nice little bumblebee, and I hope it picks up my voice. I've used other microphones before, and I do have one set up for my my webcam here, and it's pretty well set to one thing, so it's pretty easy to use. But in this case, I'm using my Sony as the video and the good old Bumblebee as my mic, and then my little device I turn it up and down with is over there. Okay, Law Jones saying it's great. So if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. I'll try these out in a few minutes. Maybe get a few more people here joining us in. I don't do these very long, but let me tell you about some of my plans coming up, so you guys will know. It's kind of funny. You guys, Matt from Royal Caribbean Vlog, you probably have heard of him. He's on right now. I kind of wanted to listen to him. He was kicked off of Facebook, at least his blog site, and me and my daughter were talking. My Scorchy there, that you can read there, she was knocked off. Someone stole her site, and I like to do a vlog on how to protect your site so it doesn't get stolen. Some hackers. So her site was completely hacked, stolen, and to bring it back full was just tremendously difficult to do. And so I know that Matt's going to have a hard time with his site trying to bring back the Facebook, even if it comes back. So it is discussing some reason why Facebook may have taken it down, and in my opinion, it was taken down because he said Royal Caribbean Blog, and it's a copyright strike. Can be very quickly when you sit there and say it's a Royal Caribbean Blog. I'm not saying Royal Caribbean did it, but certainly they may have looked at that at Facebook and says maybe he's going beyond his bounds that he's allowed to by copyrights. So copyrights are always, trademarks there, Scorchy. And trying to get something trademarked is very difficult. Scorchy's had hers trademarked, but it was stolen. And that's kind of a hard thing to do, and we'll have a discussion about that someday and how to protect yourself. So I had to go back through all of my sites and change all my passwords and every way that I can deal with protecting my trade name. Though I have not yet trademarked it yet, what I need to do, and I'll probably be doing that pretty soon. The other thing I'm going to be doing is setting up an LLC for tax purposes, what I have not done, but I think I'm getting big enough to sit there and create an LLC. Have any of you guys created an LLC? Eddie, have you done that yet? That's a good question. I had to, pay the $500 whatever it costs to get it done, but I probably need to do that at this point to help protect my trade name. Then, so back to some of the things. So I thought that was kind of odd. He's speaking right now, and certainly he probably is going to go over it. So I'm going to go back and re-listen to that live tonight. So I got a couple cruises coming on. I don't really advertise them too much. Gorchi says, I'm still in the process of getting my trademark approved. It takes a very long time. Yeah. She has a business where she sells products online, and she goes to trade shows and sells things that she's developed. She's had a lot of products stolen, where she's designed and developed something, and then another company will come in and steal it. And it's kind of depressing on that. So it would be good to get a trademark, and getting copyrights and finding copyrights are kind of difficult to do. So back to what I was saying here. So I don't really advertise when I'm going on trips. I just go trips all the time, and I take off on the weekends and leave. But we've got a couple of big ones coming up. Heading over to Orlando in a couple of weeks to a conference. That's going to be fun. We're going to be staying at Universal Studios. I've never been to Universal Studios Florida, so if you guys have, put some comments there. It should be pretty fun. Staying at my conference hotel is actually, what is it called? I can't remember the name of it. It's Cabana Bay. So that's one of the hotels. So the conference bus will pick us there at Cabana Bay and take us to the conference center there. So it's going to be a fun little trip. It's nice to have a hotel that's maybe kind of paid for while I'm at the conference, and Terry's going to come along and stay with me and have a chance to go to Universal Studios that we've never done before. Have talked about it, but it's not big. Yeah. It's one of those things here. So an LLC, Eddie, I think is going to be important, at least for taxes. I'm making probably enough money now that I need to take those deductions and taxes. And that's a benefit of doing that, is I know you don't have to have an LLC to take those deduction and taxes, but certainly I'm in the process of doing that. So after do the couple weeks, maybe about a week in Orlando, that's why I'm missing Sea Legs Journeys and their little cruise that they have, their little group cruise. I would love to have gone on that if I wasn't going to this conference the week before it. Certainly I'd be on the group cruise. That would be a fun thing to do. But I do have a couple cruises. I got another cruise planned this summer. It's on the Firenze. Let's see if I can share a couple things here. Let's see if I can pull that up. I know no one's been on that, at least in this group, because they haven't even launched it yet. But if I go to this site right here, we're planning to do the Firenze, and if I mean pronounce it, it's an Costa ship that they brought across to the Firenze, going out of New York, and this one is going out of Long Beach. That's the closest port to me. It's a 15-hour drive, though I'm going to fly there, but it is a 15-hour drive to get there, and it's a pretty nice itinerary. And it's if you look on here, the itinerary, if I can pull that up, basically the itinerary is going to Cabo San Lucas and Ensenada and 2 days at sea. So it's a five-night cruise. It should be pretty fun. It was fairly inexpensive, so we grabbed it. But what I'm going to be doing my videos on is the terrazza. And I think that'd be fun. So we're going to see what the terrazza is. So we did an inside room, and I have not done an inside room since 1990. So it's been a long time since I've done an inside room. But I'm going on this inside room. It has the terrazza deck on it to allow me to participate on there. So we're going to try doing an inside room just because I want to experience it again and do a video on it and tell you what the terrazza extras are. And you can see what the extras here is. It's about $500 more per cruise, about $250 a person, or it ended up being about $500 for both of me and Terry. But again, it features a private deck, at least during the day. And this ship, if you didn't know anything about these Costa ships, these have a really small sun deck or small pool deck that is very crowded. So this might be nice to sit around during the day. They serve you a continental breakfast, but that's all it is, right next to your room. They have specialty brunches on sea days, private sailaway event, and then robes and towels. But I hope they gave me towel anyway in the other room. I don't know if we need a robe. I guess I can put it on there and kind of flash people. Ah! There's a reason for a robe, I'm pretty sure. And let me read a couple of these comments here. It says, hello Scott from Controversial Cruising, welcome. Let's see, let me scoot back a little bit on here. So we got Alice. I said hi to Alice already. Scorchy and Captain Controversy. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So welcome aboard here, and that is really the cruise for the summer. And then I have another one set up in March. That's in dealing with the Panorama. It's a different. It's the Mexican West Coast that goes up to. So that typical, if you watch the Love Boat, it's going to be that route that they go on the Love Boat. Except this is going to be a Carnival. Had a choice between Princess or Royal Caribbean or the Panorama, and since I haven't been on the Panorama yet, I thought that'd be fun to jump in. I have some friends that have been on the Panorama and they just love it, so hopefully that works pretty good. And they're going to go again to Cabo, so I'll go see that again in a few months after my visit, in a few months from now. And then they're going to stop at Puerto Vallarta and Mazatlan, so that will be a fun excursion. We're going to try to do it on the cheap. Though this trip I might want to go, there's a Wild Canyon excursion. It's about $200 a person that you get to ride ATVs and UTVs and ride a camel and a horse. So we just might do that for fun on this one, and then kind of do the cheap, do the $15 glass bottom boat there in Cabo and head over to Land's End and see that. I just had a Nissan ad. Yes, make 2 pennies, George. Yeah, I don't make that much, Eddie. I hope if you're making that much, good luck. My RPM, I guess it's called. I make about half a cent per view. That's about our 0.006 of a cent. So it's so 0.6 of a cent. So I wish I was making 2 cents a view. I feel like a rich man. Yeah. See, out at your hunting ads. Yep. I probably get a lot of outdoor ads, just because of the place that I get most of my videos and my views is my off-grid site. Yeah, my off-grid stuff. That's where I get most of my views. I get about, I don't want to feel like I'm bragging or anything, so I don't want to tell you how many views I get, but I get a lot of views on my off-grid site, and that's where the money that comes to me mostly is based off the outdoor activities that I do. I love doing the cruising ones because I like going on cruises. Though I just like most people, I'll get those 1,000 views on a video, so it's one of those that's kind of like, okay, great, And when I talk about 1,000 views, I don't look at views in the first 2 weeks. I look at views in the first 6 months. So it's always been taught to me that you don't look at views, during the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It'll depress you. You look up there and you do analytics and you got 16 cents on this video. You go, oh, the time I put in there. So yeah, I look at 6 months and then see how it's doing, and then look how you filmed it and see what it is. There is a book I'm reading. Scorchio let me borrow this book. It's called How to Shoot Videos. So I've been reading that. It's kind of interesting, and I don't want to. This is for me. It's not for anybody else, But it says here, very first page, 4 ways to improve your videos. Number 1, if you wing it, you suck. How to start out a book, right? Basically saying, George, you suck. So yeah, that's it's kind of interesting that it does that. So let's go and try these right here and see if they're any good. I don't know if you guys like salmon skins. I like cooking salmon with skin. I'm not a salmon lover anyway. I'll eat salmon, but I don't think it's one of the most flavorful fish out there. They always say it's a really fancy fish, but to me it's not one of the most flavorful fish that's out there. You have to put a lot of herbs and stuff on it. So that's what it looks like right here. Again, you can see it is salmon skin. It actually is. It's crispy salmon skin. Been coated, and the flavoring again is supposed to be hot pepper, garlic, and then the blackened eggs that the century-old eggs. Become century-old, they're not really. They're about 100-day-old eggs, but they've been rotting for 100 days. Just keep that in mind. So let's give this a try. Okay. Strong fish taste coming in, and a very nice blessing right now because it's burning the crap out of my mouth. This is hot. Oh, they are crunchy. If you like eating your fish skin off when you go, trout fishing or whatever case may be, I can't say it tastes like trout. This tastes like a very strong salmon. And I'm getting the word here that I need to make it a little bit bigger. Thank you. I forgot all about that. So let me show these again. You can see they're kind of coated, and it's coated with a spice. It is black. You see the black there? It is salmon skin. Okay, it's been so exactly what you're going to bake on the oven. So if you grill it and you grill the skin and you pull that off and just start eating that skin, yeah, that's the flavor you get. And I have tried that skin before, so yeah. Okay, so our strong fish taste comes right out. I don't taste the rotten eggs, but the peppers kick in very, very, very heavily. Then make yourself a big screen. Thank you, Nikki. Yeah, I do that often. I think Eddie's telling me to drink some milk. Is that what you're saying, Eddie? Looks like it has wasabi. It's not wasabi. It's a if you can take a look here, it's a chili pepper and garlic. And again, the darkened eggs now, the blackened eggs are the century-old eggs. Now, Dan, he lived in Japan, and did you guys ever eat those eggs? Dan? I'll try this one more time. It says salmon chicharrones. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Scorchy, please get your pop some milk. Yeah. I got Dr. Pepper. Diet Dr. Pepper. I've been on keto, so this is breaking my keto, so that's probably not a great thing. But I did want to try that out. One more. I'll eat these things because the taste of fish doesn't offend me too much, but it is a strong fish taste. Some people wouldn't even try this at all, just knowing that you're eating salmon skin. Not as bad as I thought. I thought I was going to be more surprised. Now, if he's using that black egg, if you guys want me to do that, I'll do that. And I'll probably be, choking that up quite a bit. Okay. Now, let's see. Those black eggs are more popular in China. Yeah, they are. And they were very popular in the Philippines, too. Again, what I ate, and I probably won't want to do that online, but I've eaten a lot of balut. And I love balutes. And they do sell them at that Asian store. I just don't know how fresh they are. Yeah, not so much in Japan, no. But they eat some really odd things in Japan, too. It's kind of fun trying their food. Right now, the yen is really low, so going to Japan might be a good option right now to head over to Japan and take a couple weeks and visit there. If I wasn't so busy during the summer, excuse me, if I wasn't so busy in the summer, I'd head to Japan this year. That would be a fun little activity to go to. But why are you... Is that for me? Why am I eating this? To give you a surprise face and explain some different cultural food, why I'm eating it. Because I'm Rambler, I'm fearless. That right, Eddie? Yeah, and I travel the world, and certainly trying different foods, I think, is one of the most important things you can do. Is the thing about you're going to eat something and you're not going to die of it. You just may not like it. Says Nikki says I wouldn't mind salmon skin bites, but not this flavor. Is it because it's spicy, Nikki? Because certainly they do advertise it as being hot. Boom. Yeah, that's what they state. I probably will eat these. I kind of want some more. Maybe it's because of my diet. There's some carbs on it. Yeah, eat it. Okay, another thing I was thinking about, and this might be next year too. Maybe in May or something. It depends on my kids or whatever. But I'm thinking of going over to the Mediterranean and doing a Mediterranean cruise. Has anybody been on a Mediterranean cruise? Leaving out Barcelona. I know Nikki's been to Barcelona, but kind of hits France and goes down the coast of Italy to Rome and Naples. And it's really Naples I want to get to because I want to go to see Pompeii or Herculaneum. One of those two. It's just on my bucket list to go see. Oh heck, it's okay to kill you. Yeah, that's true, Law. If it doesn't kill you, try it. And certainly, I've tried a lot of different things, and some things I don't like. But the only two foods I figured I don't really like in this world is green beans and peas. The raw peas maybe, but those canned peas, I don't know why. I just can't eat those. So let's see. And so anyway, I'm thinking of going to maybe setting up a cruise into Naples. As I watched John Perdosa travels and his Austria cruise, not cruise, but I guess he went to Austria and did some videos there. And going to Europe, I've never been to Europe. I can tell you, I've never been to Europe. So I love to go to Europe and kind of visit, but I like to do it on a cruise where I feel like I can just jump over, see a city, and come back. Roman Colosseum for sure. Go see that. In Barcelona, not sure. Nikki just got back from Barcelona, so did Dan. Dan was robbed. Let you know. You see Dan over here, Dan G. He was in Germany, and he got robbed in Germany. If I think that's where he got robbed. He was on a trail, a run or a trail, and his car was broken into, and his passport was stolen, what is not a good thing to have done. Salzburg, is that a steak? Salzburg steak? Is that where he went? Salzburg? Yeah, that would be a. He has some really good videos and informational videos John does, and it's enjoyable. Eddie has some good videos. He does some great lives. I'm just at work when he does the lives. I'm getting up at the time. Usually I'm not awake yet when he does morning live, and then when he's doing his later live, I'm driving to work. So sometimes I listen on, but I don't really kick in and do any thoughts on his lives. See, we went to Madrid, not oh, okay. Yeah, and Dan got Cologne, Germany. Yeah, he got robbed. And that's not a fun thing to happen. Nikki got robbed at Reno, or close to Reno. Same type of thing, broke into the trunk, stole all of her luggage and everything. And that was the day before a wedding, so she lost all the wedding clothes, what isn't good. Not her wedding, but friends. Okay, well, I was going to stay on here for about 30 minutes. That's all I kind of want to do. Is there any questions for me? Do you want to ask about my site? Do you want to ask about anything like that? I'd be happy to tell you anything that you want to know. I can tell you how I'm doing my videos someday if you want. Certainly, you can see I've changed my style of video. You know, in this book it says your clips don't have any more than 10 seconds. So I've been trying to get through that fairly quickly. I have the different angles and stuff like that. Kind of hard doing when you're just walking around talking to the camera, but I'm trying to get that to be a little bit more so I get more views. The two things I'm more worried about right now are views and consumption, or basically how long someone's on my video. I've changed my intro a little bit to see if I get the drop off being a little bit less. That my click-through rates are a little bit higher, and they've been going a little bit high. They used to be about 3.5. Now they're running about 7 on my click-through rates, which I think is important. Your cabin done? Are your cabin done? No, the bathroom's done. I'm going to be setting a video out next couple weeks on the bathroom. I'm going to go ahead and where I put my solar system in a Costco plastic box. I'm going to take that plastic box and I'm going to build actually a small attachment to the cabin where I can put the electronics in there to put my solar in there. It's completely run on solar. And then I got a video coming up that I need to work on talking about the how to calculate enough solar cells and enough batteries to run a 120 volt refrigerator, and how big a refrigerator you can run off of solar instead of running at gas. So are you going hunting in Africa? No, I'm not much of a hunter. I love to go to Africa and or just go to Disney and take the Jungle Cruise. Either one of those will work fine with me. Yeah. Backdoor barnyard. Yeah, watch time is hard. Bring your hours up. My hours are actually have done pretty good. Some people have a hard time with watch hours. I don't have problems with watch hours. That's not the issue I have. I think I just look at my average here. My average is running about 166 hours a week. It's a good steady watch hour. Getting that first 4,000 where the pain was backyard. That was the toughest thing to do, was try to get that the first 4,000 hours, because you think you're there and then it drops, because you think you're there and then it drops, and it's really tough on there. He has butterfly nets and free range cruise ducks. That's true. I do have a cruise duck though. Oh, there he is, Quacky the duck. He whispers in my ears and tells me things to do. It's kind of scary. Instead of being Chucky, it's Quacky, and he's telling me things to do. So I have to be kind of careful there. And I think backdoor barnyard, he has videos of his chickens and his backyard chickens, and I think he has a series of videos on that are interesting, watching some chicks grow up. I think he has tons of eggs now though. Yeah, that's tough, Eddie. Right, it's the toughest thing to do is try to get that 4,000 up there. You think you have it because you had one video that just hits and it goes boom, 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 and then your next video, it's exactly the same video, dies. Right? It's like, well, that one had 100,000 views, but my next one I got 100 views, but it's exactly the same format. Everything's the same, and yeah, YouTube is very difficult in figuring that out. Quick quack, that sounds like where I get my car washed there, Dan. Maybe he told me, get it washed at Quick Quack. Yeah, I should more celebrate the military ducks. Right here, the military ducks. Good old Tim that was on here a while ago, he was an army brat. Not army brat, he was an army. And certainly I celebrate the armed forces for sure, and sure Quacky, he certainly wants to celebrate the armed forces too. So thank you for everybody that have served, and I appreciate each one of you for doing that. Well, my time is up. It says here, I've been taking a SEO search engine optimization course. Pretty interesting. Maybe that could help you boosting your channel visits. Probably, yeah. My
Nice dog joined the channel.
Hi, my computer just told me Nice Dog just joined. Welcome. It says gifted one Fearless Rambler membership. Well, nice. I hope you those that would like to be a member, feel free to join in. It's not very expensive. It's $2. I'm not trying to become rich on there, but I do some extra videos for them. So if you jump on, I do shorts and a couple videos here and there, and send a few more pictures out on my vacation out there. Congratulations, Nice Dog. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate everybody that's on my membership. Though it's not a whole lot, I do appreciate each one of you that subscribe to me too. Believe me, subscribers just mean just as much to me on here, and I appreciate it. So I'm going to call it quits for tonight. Next week I'll do another one. I think I'm going to do this because my work schedule has changed a little bit, and I'm going to have free Monday nights. So I'm just going to do a quick video. At 6 o'clock sounds good to me, so I'm going to do them at 6. And I might have to fight some of the big vloggers out there on their time, if they do theirs every Monday at 6. So I have to see that. But I appreciate each one of you. Thank you very much for joining me today. And maybe next week I'll have something else. And if you send me go to fearlessrambler.com, not com, Gmail, fearlessrambler@gmail.com, and send me a note and sit there and say, hey, I'd like you to do this for us, kind of, and let me surprise everybody else with it. And thank you, Scorchy, for gifting a Fearless membership. Okay. See y'all next Monday. See everybody. Hopefully I see you sooner than that, Eddie. Have a great day, and I'm going to shut her off. So